I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me.
Did you know that this is one of the most dangerous men in boxing history? He's not just a former Undisputed Heavyweight Champion and a Boxing Hall of Famer. He's a cultural icon who won 15 fights in his rookie year as a professional fighter.
Here we go. Bombs away, Jimmy. Let's watch this carefully. Tyson in the blue is a bomber. He's trained by no other than Cus D'Amato. And there it goes.
And a way to hold on. Serious trouble. And down he goes.
He knocks out his opponents with punches so fast, they're almost invisible.
This is as bad as I've ever seen Donnie Long look, but give Tyson credit.
We're talking about Iron Mike Tyson at the peak of his career. But how good was Mike Tyson really? Let's start from the beginning. Tyson grew up in Brooklyn. As a kid, he was in and out of trouble, frequently landing in juvenile detention centers.
No, get off my hand. I ain't doing scumbag. You. You guys know what I do. You know what I do. I put people in body bags when I'm right. So we know what's going to happen. And I know you guys don't think you're going to beat me. I know you don't think that.
You are both a 6-1 underdog. Are there any concerns on your part?
I don't know anything about that. I don't know nothing about numbers. I just know what I can do. How about kill this mother?
Okay. How about the 19 months off?
What about it? What about it?
Does it pose any problem to you?
We'll see. I doubt it seriously.
But he found an escape in boxing. At 13, Tyson started training with a legendary boxing coach, Cus D'Amato. At a massive 200 pounds, fighting another kid his age to fight was tough. Tyson's first exhibition was against a 17-year-old, but that didn't faze him. In under a minute, he slipped and ripped a left hook and ended the fight. This marked the start of his short but impressive amateur career, where he compiled a 24-3 record before turning pro in 1985. While Tyson was already scary as an amateur, turning pro made him even scarier. Tyson's first fight was against Hector Mercedes on March 6, 1985. He made quick work of Mercedes, dispatching him in the first round. Over the next 9 months, he fought 14 more times, winning all 15 bouts by knockout, with 11 ending in the first round. Tyson's training regime during this early reign of terror was inhuman. He woke up at 4 a.m. for a 5-mile run, kicking off a day that included 10 rounds of sparring, an hour of ring work, an hour and a half on an exercise bike, 2,000 squats, 2,500 sit-ups, 500 dips, and 500 push-ups. He split these into 10 sets throughout the day, opting for this routine instead of lifting weights to improve muscular strength without bulking up his physique.
Why are you out running 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning and not later in the day? Or why do fighters do that?
Because I don't want to do it. You know, you have the disciplines to do things that you don't want to do.
There was no alarm clock or wake-up call needed. After 8 years, Tyson's body signaled the beginning of a new day. His power and speed were simply unbelievable. As one opponent put it, "You hit hard. It's the hardest I've ever been hit in my whole career, man." In January 1986, Tyson fought journeyman Dave Jaco.
Mixed it with the best. Tony Tucker, Pierre Kutzer, clipped with the right hand. Lucky he was going back. Wasn't then. Left hand. This is Tyson's 16th fight of the previous 15. 11 inside a round, she wrote. No, the referee's letting them go on. I thought he'd stopped it. He's taken 2 counts. 3.
Whoa, look at that. He followed up with 3 more knockout wins in quick succession over Mike Jamison,
what I think he should have been doing from the first go. He just took a right hand.
Jesse Ferguson,
was in trouble in both the first and 10th rounds, and now he's in trouble here.
and Steve Zowski. These victories led up to his first big test, a fight against James Quick Tillis. Tillis was a well-respected boxer who faced top fights like Tommy Morrison, Evander Holyfield, and Frank Bruno. But Tyson made defeating him look easy. Despite going all 10 rounds, Tyson fought again just 17 days later at Madison Square Garden against Mitch Green, a decorated amateur boxer and a member of the street gang, the Bloods. This fight also went the distance, but Tyson dominated and came out on top. Tyson seemingly kept the fight going to inflict as much damage as possible. Mike hit him hard, but Green didn't back down, putting up a great fight. The good news is Mitch Green seems to have left his past behind, retiring in 2005 and becoming a pastor at his local church. Tyson quickly got back to knocking out opponents, finishing his next 6 fights with vicious knockouts, 5 of them in the first 2 rounds. This streak included a first-round KO over Marvis Frazier. As Joe Frazier once said, Tyson was an animal. He was fierce, and when he hit you, you stayed hit. There was no getting up from those punches. In that same year, a 20-year-old Mike Tyson stepped into the ring to challenge for the same heavyweight championship, facing the tough and experienced Trevor Berbick. But Tyson, with his signature ferocity and relentless attack, quickly overwhelmed Berbick.
That uppercut is Tyson. Catches him with a right left hook, and he goes down. Falls back in the rope. I don't know if he's going to be able to continue. He's got the heart.
The world was in awe. Tyson wasn't just a boxer. He was a phenomenon.
Backwards. That's the very first time.
George Foreman, a heavyweight legend, said Tyson hits so hard, it's unbelievable. Every punch is like a hammer coming down on your head. If he gets you in the corner, it's over.
Now people are talking more realistically about a bout with Tyson.
That's what I wanted. I didn't really come back to fight Jerry Cooney or anyone in particular. I came back to fight for the heavyweight championship of the world.
Now, is this
I want this Mike Tyson.
Is it going to happen?
I will assure you I'll do it in the same fashion, 1 or 2 rounds. I guarantee
Have you ever met Mike Tyson?
I've met him.
Yeah. When was the last time you chatted with him?
He didn't want to speak too much, you know. It was more, I grabbed him and hugged him, and the next time he saw me, he ran. I guess he didn't want to be hugged.
Yeah.
His punches were like sledgehammers, and his speed was so astounding that even experienced boxers couldn't keep up. Tyson's style was anything but conventional. He didn't just aim to win. He aimed to dominate, humiliate, and obliterate his opponents, and for a while, he did just that.
He should be hanging on. There with the right hand, the left hand, and he'll stop the fight. Down he goes. Oh, he's hurt. It's all over.
In 1990, in one of the sport's biggest upsets, Tyson lost his title to Buster Douglas, a 42-1 underdog.
All night. Oh, that's a nice uppercut that time. And here it is at 9. Is he going to get up? Yes, he does. Actually, his lip busted, landing these. Oh, nice uppercut by Buster Douglas. Look at that.
Many blamed his lack of discipline and focus for the loss, but it was clear that his personal life was affecting his career. Then came the darkest chapter in Tyson's life, a 3-year prison sentence.
I did my time for it, and it was it, and it was over.
Was there a lesson that came out of it?
There's some people in here that lie. You know what I mean? They don't look to the situation. You know what I mean? Because they have the authority, their way is the right way.
And you're talking about the prison guards who are here?
Absolutely. You know, I mean, there's people here that are good people. Don't get me wrong. There are good guards here. But you must think of the mentality that it takes for somebody that want to be a prison guard to have a dying thumb on somebody, to put their foot on somebody's neck. You know what I mean? It's the authority mostly, perhaps. Just the authority, being under that kind of authority from a person, which, in my mentality, I would say this person wouldn't even clean my toilet. And then, of course, power is addicting. Anybody wants power, regardless of what kind of power it is. They want it, and I guess this is their way of showing their power.
The world seemed to turn its back on Tyson, but his story didn't end there. After serving his time, Tyson made a comeback, though it was clear he wasn't the same fighter. His first return to the ring fight against McNeely was intense.
Here we go. And McNeely, as advertised, comes right at Mike Tyson. Down McNeely! Tyson with a left hook, a right uppercut, down goes McNeely again, Steve.
Despite regaining some former glory, including the WBA title in 1996, his career was marred by controversy, including the infamous ear-biting incident with Evander Holyfield in 1997.
Look at him. You can see it. You can see it. There it is.
Yeah, let's not forget what Tyson was capable of at his peak. His knockout ratio was an astonishing 76%, one of the highest in heavyweight history. Tyson wasn't just a hard hitter, he was a technician. His ability to cut off the ring and corner his opponents was unmatched, and once he had them where he wanted, it was lights out. Tyson's impact on boxing is immeasurable. He brought excitement, drama, and most importantly, knockouts. His fights were spectacles, a chance to witness greatness.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's a fighter.
Tyson was the first heavyweight to hold the WBA, WBC, and IBF titles simultaneously and unify them. He was named Ring Magazine's Fighter of the Year twice and is the member of both the International Boxing Hall of Fame and the World Boxing Hall of Fame. But perhaps the most impressive aspect of his career is his resilience. His ability to bounce back and rise from the ashes time and again. Tyson messed it up though before his fight with Lennox Lewis and even bit Lewis at a press conference. During this time, Tyson filed for bankruptcy, being $25 million in debt despite earning over $300 million during his career. His last two fights ended in defeat. At 38, Tyson admitted he couldn't keep up, but needed the payday. Losses to Danny Williams by KO and quitting on the stool against Kevin McBride wrapped up a career that had been promising but was tarnished by drugs, crime, and women. Tyson spent a lot of time caught up in the Vegas nightlife, and when it mattered most, he failed to deliver. Despite a 15-6 record, he never really beat anyone significant. Tyson was a true knockout artist with an aura that intimidated his opponents, but when it came to the peak of boxing, he couldn't pull it together. Different legendary boxers have praised Tyson. When asked who would have won between him and Tyson, Muhammad Ali said,
"Oh, this one here? He's bigger. Huh?
I'm scared of him. He's a real champ."
Really? I think so. Yeah, you're a real champ, man. You're a real champ. Who would have won if you fought this man in your prime?
I wasn't that powerful. I was so fast.
Uh-huh.
If he hit me.
Ali also shared in another interview.
Listen, Ali, what do you think of Mike Tyson?
Awesome. He's powerful, he's strong, he's got a big punch. If he hits you, you're in trouble.
On Joe Rogan's podcast, Lennox Lewis, another former heavyweight champion, shared his thoughts on Tyson, saying,
"No, Tyson's intelligent. I won the World Junior Championships in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. And I remember the American team was saying, oh, well, you never fought the best. So I'm like, who's that? And they told me it was Mike Tyson."
Evander Holyfield, another boxing legend, admired Tyson's work ethic.
Mike worked very hard. He's the only person I can ever say trained harder than me. When I worked in the gym with him, and I'd seen all the things that he would do, and I was just amazed. And I'm like, God, shoot. 17 years old, he's just a kid, man. I didn't think nobody gonna beat him.
That's all for Mike Tyson, but if you want to check out some of his best knockouts, make sure to click on this next video.